Hello and welcome to Manor Lords. Manor Lords is a medieval strategy game featuring in-depth city building, large-scale tactical battles, and complex economic and social simulations. In this game, we will rule our lands as a medieval lord and direct our peasants and have them build our estate for us. As you can see on the screen, this game is still in development. A demo of an early access of an indie game. What a time in the game industry. At least the free demos are back, right? Please expect many rough edges as I still continue to work and improve the game every single day. Thank you for your understanding. Greg, Manor Lords developer. P.S. Since it is but a very modest quick look at the game's development, there is no saving. And because of that, we're not going to play any more than one episode of this. So this episode will just be kind of a quick look at the demo, and we'll come back to the game when we can save, because practically speaking, for me to do more than one episode is pretty tough. So we're going to stick to that. I'd like to thank Hooded Horse, the publisher of Manor Lords, for reaching out to me and offering me a key to the demo early, before it was available on the Steam store for Steam Next Fest this week. I wanted to try and get to the game early, but I didn't get a chance between when they sent me the email and now. So here I am now as part of Steam Next Fest taking a look at Manor Lords. All right, so, and also on behalf of Hooded Horse, also Slavic Magic, who presumably is that Greg, who is the solo developer, I believe, of the game. Thank you for the key as well, or for the offer of the key to the early access to the demo. Okay, so let's just quickly look at the settings. There's not much here as far as gameplay settings yet, just tutorial pop-ups. Some camera controls here, I'm going to leave those at default. Graphics, I think I'm leaving them at default as well. I'm not going to overblow it, even though I do have that fancy new graphics card. We could probably push everything up to Ultra, though, at this point. Audio I've turned way down, of course. Maybe a little too far down. Maybe give a little more music here. Maybe even a little more ambient sounds and things, interface sounds, things like that. I may have pushed it a little bit. And then key bindings. There are a lot of key bindings. I'm not... or there aren't a lot of key bindings, excuse me, but I'm going to probably just let them let them show it to us in the game. And then language and accessibility, you can adjust interface scale. Playing where I am at 1080p, 1920 by 1080, 1.0 is probably fine it's fine for me, and it's probably fine for most people. If you're playing at a higher resolution, maybe you'll want to scale it up a little bit. And English is the only language finalized. Other languages may display empty text boxes. It won't even let us pick another one, so that's fine. New game. So there are 3 scenarios apparently available here as part of the game. The only one we can actually pick is Rise to Prosperity, but we also have one called The Robber Baron, where an infamous knight is residing in a castle up north. Build up your strength, and when ready, lay a claim to his lands and defeat him in battle. We also have Realm Conquest. Due to tangled history, there are multiple claimants to these disputed lands. Use economy, diplomacy, and warfare to your advantage to become the sole ruler. But we're going to do the Rise to Prosperity, which is the only one we can do at this point in the game. You are the first lord to settle these lands, start from nothing, and build a prosperous medieval city. So, as you know, kind of implied with a lot of medieval games, you oftentimes get to pick a medieval-looking character. So we have 9 character portraits to choose from. I'm going to keep the default one. They don't have a red-haired guy, so we'll have to go with the guy with the orange head covering here. And then we can choose from... we can actually load and save a custom coat of arms here, and you can control how the coat of arms is arrayed. So you could do like a crisscross like that, or like this without the bands, a cross like that, or you can do a bottom and two top halves. All kinds of different arrays here. Let's maybe just do a simple slash one here, and then you can control the I don't know, what's diamondation? Oh, that's creepy. So you can then control the 2 halves, or if you picked one that was 4, like say this one, you can control all 4 segments of the of the crest, the coat of arms. Your primary color, we're on the top one here, so the primary color is red. We're going to go with green. Secondary color, we'll actually do yellow for now at least. And then there's the symbol controls here. You can choose a pattern if you'd like. Let's see. Do I like any of these patterns more so than just leaving it blank green? I think we'll leave it blank green. Let's go with, let's see, symbols. Let's go with this this castle-looking symbol here. And then on number 2 here, we're going to go with the yellow. I don't have a preference for the secondary color at this point. And then we're going to go with maybe this, that was ugly though, with the, was looking anywhere with green? No. Let's go with maybe like a white. No, it's even worse. Yellow might not be the best choice here. What if I did this darker yellow? Oh, that's better. The white? Yeah, maybe the white. And then the secondary color on this one, I think we'll stay with the white. That way, no, maybe we should do that way we get the texture into it. Or we could do like, there, that's good. I like that. So we kind of get a little bit of texture in the symbol there. I think that works out nicely. And then this one, we could change that as well. But I like that. Actually, maybe we go back to this one and make it black instead to get even more texture out of it. I think they did this darker charcoal-y looking color, though. That might be better. No, they did black. Okay. We'll go with that. That looks even better, I think. We'll just do those 2 colors as the primary and secondary for the symbol on both the crest components. So then, I guess eventually you'll be able to save and reload your crest if you want to use it for other things. You can also put your name in here, so I'll be Sir Wally, of course, and then we can load a custom texture for one of the symbols, I guess, maybe here. I just erased the whole thing. All right, quickly. Oh, there we go. Okay, continue. Demo game settings, starting supplies, how much supplies your camp starts with, we'll leave that at standard. Approval, how fast your people start leaving the town. If you mismanage them, we'll leave that at balanced. And weather events, we'll leave those at balanced as well. And let's begin. Defaults are usually preferred when you're trying a game out for basically the first time. And so this will basically be blind. I did load in, I did fiddle with the controls just a little bit, and then I quit and I couldn't save, of course, so I only had a few minutes, and that's what I did. So let's see, we have a middle mouse to rotate the screen. We can WASD to move, of course. We can zoom with the mouse wheel. A new message. There is a fire at the heart of every settlement, a bastion of safety, warmth, and light against the darkness of the world. On this cold spring morning, your men blow on their fingertips, their breath clouding in the air. But there is plenty of work to warm them. As the toil begins, you can almost imagine you hear the ring of anvils, the tolling of bells, the cries of the marketplace. Possibilities. In the distance, fog lingers in the hollows of the land, and the world is quiet, watchful, and waiting for you to choose which of those to make real. So we have a few objectives here: to create a granary, a logging camp, a forager hut, and a storehouse. And we have 365 days in which to accomplish it. I hope we can pull that off. So we have a road tool down here. I'm going to pause the game using space. A road tool down here. Some workers can use handcarts to transport goods more efficiently, up to 10 items at once. To enable handcart transportation, road points from both buildings have to be connected by the road network. Gotcha. So we can drag a road, maybe even like down. Does that one not have road points? That does not have road points. Maybe like down this way or slightly closer to this, like this. And that at least links up a few of these things here. And I guess that's your road point. And then we would have to also maybe link this one up like this. And then we have these buildings connected all by roads. I know I need to get into the tutorial. And then we have a construction menu that has a handful of sub-menus here. We start out with the gathering stuff. So there's logging camps, woodcutters, lodges, and forest huts. These are used to fell nearby trees to produce timber for construction. These chop down nearby trees to produce firewood, and these plant new trees. We also have a hunting camp. Oh, by the way, we need to build a logging camp at some point over here. Some of these buildings also can be moved, can be relocated, as you can see here on the menu, and they also list the construction costs of these. We also need to build a forager's hut that gathers berries from nearby berry deposits, And a hunting camp where workers hunt wild animals in the region, produces meat and pelts. We have mining efforts. Right now we just have a mining pit. Storage, we have a granary. We got to build one of those. A storehouse, we have to build one of those. And a hitching post, we have to build not one of those. Next, we have the village life. We have a burgage plot, which provides living space for a family. We'll get into these later, of course. I'm just kind of zipping through, just kind of familiarize myself with the menu here. The well provides water access to the aforementioned plots. Market area allows placing market stalls within the area. Food stall, firewood stall, clothing stall, tavern, and a church. Next we have farming, so fields, farms, pastures, sheep farms, windmill, and communal oven. Industry, we have bloomery, smithy, malt house, brewery, tannery, and weaver shop. Trade, we have trading post and livestock trading post. And then finally, here we have administration and military, bailey wall, manor house, gatehouse, tax collector, and garrison tower. All of these require some village level, mostly medium, but the last one here is also will allow for small. All right, so let's get started. Granary, logging camp, forager hut, and storehouse. Let's do them in order. So granary first. I may want to actually extend the road a little more. Now that I've started this part here. Let's come this way a bit, maybe. And then we can put up the granary. Maybe right in here someplace. Unassigned peasants automatically work on construction. If there is nothing to construct, they will help work in buildings with enable idle laborers switched on. Gotcha. And then a storehouse we'll also need to build, so we'll put that over here. And you can see the road point, by the way, it's a little circle. I want to make sure that I put that I make sure I snap it to the road, which it does automatically there. All right, so they are going to hopefully, I got to unpause the game. They're hopefully going to get moving here. Down here, it is in the spring. It's April. Spring, March to May, has frequent raining. Berry deposits regrow. Plowing for quick summer harvest if possible. Summer, June to August. Crop harvest start in late summer. Autumn, September to November. End of harvest. Plowing and sowing crops recommended for maximum yield next summer. Berries start disappearing. Winter, December through February. Berry deposits vanish. Firewood is required for survival. Sheep shearing forbidden. Chance of getting ill. Of course, we have our early access demo version 5.1.1 or 0.5.1.1 down here. Pause, play, fast forward, and fast forward times 16, times 4 and times 16. That's Z and X will toggle between those like that. And also down to pause too. We can also press space to pause. Up here we have our crest and we have our legacy view, which must be something to do with like the family line or whatever. That's locked right now. Visit mode is very work in progress. You can walk around your town in third person mode. Ooh. Hello, me lord. He does have red hair. Nice. I didn't even configure that. Alright, and then escape to get back out of it. We have a treasury, annual royal tax, influence, and king's favor up here in the corner. Across the top we have unassigned families, assigned families, total population, approval, public order, regional wealth, livestock, and number of months before supplies run out. Lohendorf is our name of our settlement. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. We can see here how this must be a tech tree, which it says it's work in progress and locked in the demo, so we can't use it. Surplus goods is the default view here. Total goods stored, surplus goods. Yeah, so we can toggle between that. Here it's showing us surplus, which is 4 timber. That means that 4 timber have been allocated, I presume. We can see here we also have crops, which has 4 different categories. We have food, which has a bunch of categories. Fuel, a couple of categories there. Timber, stone, tools. Materials, which has a ridiculous number of categories. Commodities, same. Also, there's one that doesn't have a couple that don't have a name properly there. And then equipment for upgrading militia and hiring retinue. Okay. So they should be working on this. hopefully. Construction is priority of 1, which is, I think, the lowest, probably the lowest priority, because that's where it starts from. Workforce, 4 of 7 of our peasants are working on production here. The 5th one, I think, is driving the cow.
Can I stay with his drip?
Yeah, it's driving the cow that is used to drag materials around. We have this log stockpile here. Let's do this. Supplies here of storage of 4 timber left. Over here we have some supplies of bread, firewood, and tools. And then here's the hitching post where we store the ox when we're not using it. All right, so they've delivered the almost the 2 resources we need for this, the two timber, and then they will go and there we are. He'll go and hitch it up to the post again, I presume, and then we'll come over here and help work. Is that how this works? Yes, it does. There's these nice little arcs here too that show the destination for a worker, which is kind of a neat, a neat way to show that, hey, there's people here who are doing some work. I don't know why you ran over there, just turn around and come back, but okay. It shows you where they're working at or what their current task is. Presumably when you click on them, it also shows...
Time to find a good tree and soft ground.
Yeah, it shows... maybe it just shows some stuff on them? I guess not. Alright, let's back out of here then. Mouse wheel to zoom out. And we'll just let that finish. We have one of our people over there just chilling, I guess. Is there any progress bar for the construction of this? Oh, it's right there. It's the wheel, the circle on over the buildings. We also have some hint tip here, or a tool tip here. We have a demolish button that is a work in progress. In the final game, there will be a proper demolition process. Deleting snapped manor modules might leave gaps. It teleports resources to the nearest building to save them. Oh boy. And then we can pin the window if we want to and close the window. And over here you can see this is showing as half done, whereas this one is nearly done. And I think the half done means that it's got all its resources ready. So yeah, all work is busy, waiting its turn. Yes, nice. Okay, so as soon as they've gathered that, we can, or as soon as they built these, we can have them go build the next stuff, the logging camp and the forger hut. I did say I was going to go from the top down, didn't I? But I changed my mind. We're going to go from the storage to the gathering, I guess. Oops. Are these rocks you can actually use over here? No. Assigning workers. You can now select this building to add or remove workers. So that's here. Apparently they have an unlimited work area by default. There's an upgrade button to upgrade to a large granary, which increases the pantry limit to 1,500 and provides 1 extra hand cart. No people listed there, at least not yet. Pantry stores 500, presumably food items. And we can add a worker, or we can enable idle laborers or enable idle laborers, which means that people who aren't currently working another job will come here temporarily. I think I want to assign 1 person here, and then they'll go over here and they'll gather up the food we have over here and store it in the granary. I remember seeing when I launched in earlier that there was something about... stone deposit over there. Nice. Something about the rain is going to cause the food to... wait, it went from April to March? Not sure how that worked. But okay. The rains will cause the food to rot faster or something like that. I can't remember. Maybe we saw it again this time and I missed it this time. The settings... some debugging tools. Debugging boop mode. Ah. To boop the peasants and the oxen. Let's see. Pathfinding. And then the region map. You can see here, the region view shows you which regions are under whose control. You can claim other regions when you gain enough influence. Claims can be refuted, or if a war is declared, blocked by the presence of an enemy army. Conquest is locked in the demo. Okay, so they kind of don't have any... we built something. We kind of don't have any resources or any like RTS components yet, I guess, without the conquest and the combat and stuff. But you can see here that we have a province called Lohendorf. Excuse me, sorry. And we have, you know, several other provinces around here that we don't have access to get to yet in this demo. Okay, so they did the 2 buildings. Let's see here. Should I assign somebody to this too? Probably. Let's go ahead and build the logging camp next. That's over here, and logging camp. And I guess we just need to build this by some trees, presumably. And you can also see there's a little tooltip that pops up called uprooted trees. And presumably you want to not... Wait a minute. Can you rotate these any? Or is it... Would have been good to read the snap to roads is on. We can look at water. Okay, that might be useful later, so maybe we don't want to block that. Emmer fertility, flax fertility, barley fertility, rye fertility, and smell. I'm assuming that means how bad it smells. Okay, interesting overlays. Should we do... let's look at, can I look at key bindings again? There's the debugging tools again. Is there a rotate setting camera? Pause, faster, no. No? Okay. I did see the tab does a show more. Oh, look at that. More UI info. Okay. Let's look at, let's just try and build this logging camp as best we can, though. I'm not going to freak out about it too much. Let's just go right there. That's fine. And we can always put up a road to connect, like, from here over to there. And you can see it even curves around buildings just to make sure that you have a, you know, things connected properly. I'll probably just curve this road around here and connect it up or something. I don't know. We'll see. And then while we're at it, we can also build that forager hut. Is there something that tells me where the berries are? Maybe something like an overlay like that. That's a mining area. There's some berries here, it looks like. What was that we saw over here? There's some game over here, like wild game. That's what these are. Wild animal habitat. Yeah. So I guess the only berries we have, super nearby anyway, is this bit right here. So let's just go ahead and we just put this out here then, I guess. Is that the little purple lines there? No, I don't know. No, not what I wanted to do. Pressing the wrong keys. Playing the wrong game. I guess that's berries. So let's just go ahead and put it down out here someplace. And we'll hope that that's correct. I mean, it looks like berries at least. And they're working on this. Remember, we only have 3 people available to work now. And only 2 of them are working in there. I don't know what the other one's doing. Oh, driving the cows still. And you can see this one here is using a handcart.
I'll stay with his drink.
No, you can't. He's using a handcart to carry the tools and the firewood to the storehouse. And then we should have somebody... Why are you not... Did I not assign somebody here? I did. Why are you not taking the bread? It says you're gathering. What do you where are you at? Can we click on Endress? You're just chilling.
Is that the sun or fire above? Time to find a good tree and soft ground.
Yeah. I don't know what Endress is doing. Hopefully you're going to work on storing the food. And now the cow is dragging the logs out to the forager hut so that can be built after the logging camp is done. Let's go up to a higher speed here, maybe even full speed, just to kind of you know, get things done here. Is this a trading convoy of some kind? Oh, I know where I saw the message at. Exposed food. Food has to be moved to a granary, or else it can be damaged by weather. And then we have 5 homeless families here. That's where I saw those messages. I knew I saw them someplace. Okay, here comes the cow back to drag the last of the logs. Construction finished at the logging camp. Let's assign 1 worker here.
We need more workers here.
It's connected to the road network, so it gets whatever benefits that gives. And then these look like berries here too, though. Do they not? No, I guess not. Huh. I could be misled by... Oh, there it is. Berries, 120. Seasonal resource. Okay. It is there. Whew. Alright, you have no workforce for some reason. Now you have 3 workforce. Perfect. By the time you get there, they'll be done. I hope. Maybe. Except they're meandering around, so I don't know what they're doing. They did store up all bread, though. No, they didn't. It's still sitting here. I don't know what this person is doing. Turn on idle laborers as well here.
There's no oval.
Maybe I need to do the
find a new home or town.
boop.
Time to find a good tree and soft ground.
Okay, you're moving now. That could be something. Alright. This got finished? No, it didn't either. They're almost done with it. How do I get out of emergency boop mode now? Look it again? No. I don't know how to get out of emergency boop mode. Maybe just try something else? No. Okay, I've stuck it. Let's see. Can I back way out? No, I'm still in boop mode. I don't know how to get out of boop mode now. A new message. Your supplies are dry and secure, and the first stage of work is done. The stories your people tell around the fire are of the many dangers in the world, from beasts to blights. Strange tales about foxes who go on pilgrimages, or small creatures who spin gold from sunset to sunrise. They tell these stories to put common names to their fears. Soon, they'll teach these stories to their own children. It's time to bring wives and children to the settlement, now that they can take shelter in proper homes. Well, for your lands to prosper and grow, you'll need not only workers, but families. You need to construct a well, and then construct 5 burgage plots. Okay. 365 days to accomplish that as well. Okay, so here we had in the village life, we have a well. So we need to put that where there's water, of course. That makes logical sense. We have not enough resources as well, so we need to get some more workers working here, I think. And I still can't do anything with them because boop mode is on. Can I break out of boop mode, please? It'd be unfortunate if we couldn't break out of emergency boop mode somehow. Oh, okay, I'm out now. I said to boop somebody else. Alright, let's throw a couple more workers in here and finish up the workers that we have. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I pulled one out of this too, didn't I? Yeah, let's take one back out of there, sorry. And put them in here. There we go. Get to work, yes, thank you. What's the oxen doing? Getting ready to drag the logs, I assume? Maybe? Is that a log there? Could be. Let's go up to the higher speed again. Yes, getting ready to drag a log. Nice. Just saw another tree get felled. So now we should be able to build a well. Oh, well. I think I'll just put it right here on the main road. I don't exactly know where. I should build things other than that it needs to be built in the water lines. You cannot build it unless it's in the watery areas. So that's why the underground water overlay is important. I think it just cleared something that didn't really matter. No, it got a log out of it. Okay. I was hoping we get at least one timber out of it. So that should take care of the well. I probably need to back out one of these workers so they can go over here and do some building then. And then let's also look at the housing. Burgage plots provides living space for one family. When upgraded, grants a development point and extra living space. If large enough, it has slots for extensions. Some buildings have flexible borders. Place 4 points to designate an area. The cursor will snap to the roads and other plots to try and create an organic shape. You can leave more space for future extension upgrades. First, mark 2 points. The first 2 points mark the front of the house by default. Got it. So let's build a little road over here, perhaps. Like this. Yeah, we'll do that. Build, please. And then let's do a burgage plot. And you can see it gives us little snap points here. How's that look? That would give me enough room for 2. If we come a little bit wider, can I get... Oh, I can get 4 in here if I do that width. Not enough resources. I need 8 wood for this, and if I go a little further out, I can get those little extension spots here, so maybe we should do that as well. Not that it matters a whole lot, because, again, we aren't going to be able to save the game, so... let's see here. 4. We have 4 logs. What if we just come back over to here someplace? We just do like that. Okay, and then you can do a rotation. Oh, I see. Okay, so that gives us the ability to choose which orientation we want the houses in, and this is the way that we want it, so let's build. That'll build 2 houses. We have 1 person who's still able to do building, so they're currently, of course, dragging the logs over with the ox, and we have 4 of those logs. No, actually we have 5 now, thanks to a little bit of surplus. Let's go up to super speed. Somehow we seem to have 1 more worker than I thought we should. Although, to be fair, I don't know... Maybe this person is helping with the dragging because they're the storage person. That could very well be. Or it could be that if they're not actually working in a other job for whatever reason, like there's nothing to store, that they come over here and get a job as doing building and things like that. That could very well be. We have 3 more wood, so we need another one to build another couple of houses. There we are. And let's do, I'll keep it at a medium speed, I think. For now, we'll snap this to here. How far did I go? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should be given enough room for 2 more. Like that. And then build. And then once we have 2 more, we can build another 1 here, or we could build 2 more here. Across the street, perhaps. I'm not sure what the 365 is, because it's not days. I don't think. Oh, maybe it started over at March when we started the next quest. That could be, I suppose. Watch out for supplies. Peasants are coming to your village. This is great, but watch out for your supplies. Hungry and cold peasants can rebel. Yeah, we have, according to this, we have 11 months of food and 18 months of fuel available. I think we're okay. We have some berries and, of course, our wheat, our bread, rather, and they did eventually pick it all up and move it in there. So that's handy. We have 1 house finished now, and we are delivering the stuff for the next one. And we have 1 family here now, too, by the way. So this family here, does it tell me people? We have Andres, who's the granary worker, and Barbara, who's also a granary worker, and Earhart, who's their child, who is a granary worker, and those 2 are transporting, and he is working on construction. So that's interesting that I guess the families work with the, the families work with the, work with the father, at whatever job they do, I guess, maybe. We can construct these extensions here, which is what we added this extra space on the back here for. A vegetable garden, a chicken coop, or a goat shed. Eventually, we only can do the vegetable garden right now, but that's a possibility because that means that they can, you know, vary the types of foods, presumably, that they have to eat and things like that. General storage there. Upgrade to level. You misspelled level. That's okay. It's early access. Let's see. I'm not sure. Okay, so you have you want 2 types of food, and there's only 1, maybe. You want water, we have that. You want fuel, we have that. You want 2 types of clothing, we don't have any. Entertainment, you want something, we have none. It's at a tavern, and you want at least a level 1 church, I guess, and we don't have any of that yet either. Okay. We can though build. Let's actually pop this person out of here, and let's build a couple more houses over here, just to finish this up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come out this way. And if I understood this correctly, it will indeed... Wait. I lied. I need 1 more. Sorry. Go back to work. Sorry. We should be able to, yeah, make it shape along the curve of the road and everything, which is kind of a nice little feature of the game. Not a lot of games will give you that. I mean, I could just build 1 plot too, but I guess I could. We don't need to right now, so let's just build 1. Is that a good spot? That looks like a good spot to me. There we go. Build that, please. And there we go. We have 5 plots set up. We just need to get those houses built. We have 2 built now, so we should have another family here. We have Peter, who's the warehouse worker, and Anna and Jacob working with... Let's go up to full speed. The axe is delivering the wood there, of course. Alright, 3rd plot's done. Our house is done. Yeah, as soon as we get, it's July now, by the way. It's summertime. As soon as we get these houses done, then we'll have some more approval due to solving the homelessness problem. We need more granaries or more granary workers due to the pantry limit being reached. I don't know what that means. Oh, we just need more hauling coming from there. Okay, that's fine. No, we just need to have more workers in the granary. So I guess, yeah, now that the families are all here, we get a little bit more people to work on things. Settlement level increased. A new message. As you walk the perimeter, surveying your village with pride, a woman walks past you. She's bent nearly double under a sack. You ask how long she's been walking, and she tells you it takes her half a day now to get all the food she needs for her family from the hunters and farmers that surround the village. If only there was a marketplace where your people could acquire food, clothing, and firewood, they would be happier and have more time for other work. Construct 3 burgage plot level 2s, a food stall, a firewood stall, and a clothing stall. Alright, we have lots of time to work on this. Let's take a look at that market stuff again. Trade? No. It was in the town stuff? It was in the town stuff. So, the market area allows placing market stalls within the area and thus provides citizens access to local goods. Can we do... Is this another... It's another one of those corners things. So, can we do something crazy like this, maybe? And what does this look like? I don't know how big these are. Oh, these are tiny. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this crazy here. You go down to there and then to there. No, the other way around. Start here. Go to there. Come out to here or so. And then go to... Oh, right up against that. Build, please. And then we need a food stall. There. And a firewood stall. There. And a clothing stall. There.
Let's go, people.
I'm not sure how those work exactly, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. And how do we get to upgrade to level 2? Grants a development point. Provides better fighting equipment. Okay. Rises requirements. We need to have a village level settlement. And all the green requirements must be met. Okay, so we need to have a second type of food here. And clothing ×2, entertainment, and faith. That's going to take a little bit of time. We're going to get the stalls done, but those are going to take a little bit of time. And like I said, we also need to be able to bring in some of these berries. They've already eaten a good chunk of them. We need to bring them in, though, and get them working. Tavern just takes some wood. We don't have enough wood. Church takes a lot of wood. We don't have enough wood. What else did you need for this? Second food and 2 types of clothing. And I don't even think we have any... Did we have any? Guess the weaver, but we need to have wool and flax for that. And the tannery, but we need to have pelts for that. I think we can, though, build a hunter's camp. Yeah. Let's take a look at that. We have the wild animals over here. So we should probably just build this, like, over here someplace. And that doesn't need any supplies, so that's good. And we can just get people to work in those places. Did I turn on... I did not turn on this. The auto-assign worker thing. We have 5 peasant families, 10 adults, or 10 males and 5 females, maybe? Shows all people living in the region. Only male citizens can be drafted into the military. Alright, we have 4 assigned families. Okay, I get it. So the families do follow the male of the household. There we go. To their normal job. Let's do this and that. And then we'll at least get the 5th family out here to having a job to work. We could connect this to the road. That might help with carts and things. If we could just give it a little driveway here. That should be nice. Alright, so they have, this shown here now, a market area with a clothing stall that has nothing in it. Perfect. Here we have the firewood stall. Nice. And over here we have the food stall. Good job. And indeed, those carts are useful. Required for next residential level upgrade. Required for next residential level upgrade will cause a loss of approval if not fulfilled. Okay, so you have 2 kinds of food now. Again, the clothing, we'd have to start a pasture area for sheep, or we'd have to plant some fields to get some flax going, I guess, to get one kind of clothing, one or the other of those. That would give us yarn and linen. But then, I don't think we have anything else we can do with yarn and linen and leather. Unless that's all they need. We should be able to get leather going, though. At the tannery, once we have enough wood. Which we don't. We could also get the tavern going and or the church going once we have enough wood. But I also think that, you know, I think this is long enough for an episode. We're about 45 minutes now. And we've looked at, you know, the game, at least in terms of how it kind of works, what there is as an offer here. And it's definitely a game that I'm going to be keeping an eye on and probably revisiting in the future. Some of it feels really, really slow. I'm not sure if that's intended as part of the demo or if that's just balancing and stuff like that work that needs to be done yet. But at least in terms of like the city building and you know, a little bit of city management aspects of it, I'm really interested. The building manor, the way the building works, the building system works, I really like. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that as well, for sure, for that reason. And, hopefully we can come back. It'll be a little bit smoother of a start. We'll have a save and load functionality, so you can return to the game and keep going. But I think this serves as a good feel for how this game works. And then we can return at some point in the future and see how else this has developed and what else we can get up to in this game. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.